Right, welcome. We carry on, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different format. Put together a load of screenshots whilst I was going through the process yesterday. So, right, the plan here is I'll put them into a presentation. Carry on, and I'm just going to go through it. So, and today I'm doing a little building, a different format. I started out and put together a load of screenshots whilst I was going through the process yesterday. To continue the process here is I put them into location sorting. So put basically gives you real world football data building, and it uses tracking. I started out cell phone signal. I wanted to create almost a heatmap.io to continue the process football data around who's location staying at a place. Basically, it gives you real world football data who's just passing by, and it uses tracking bit of intel there. Now I realised quickly. Putting in my usual email, as you'll see, a heat map didn't work, so I needed a work email address. Football data around who's staying at a place. I held on that for a time being, and I went to Openstreetmap. Bit of intel there. Another now I realised quickly location sorting. Putting in my usual email, as you'll see, sorting is very thorough now. I needed a work email address. So first step. We open Google Maps, held on that for a time being, and I went to Openstreetmap because this is another stage in the location sorting. So the location medical sorting is very thorough now. So we've got multifunction. First step, or Google Maps, we do warehouse search of all the different things we can plot on Google Maps, and then we also use popular times, other things, initial complexes, literally just a visual centres, construction sites, right? Multifunction we use or multi-host reviews, right? So all the different things review process, and then we also use popular times. 100, 200, 300 reviews. We just literally just a visual check, things like shop, things like vending machine, things like we use drinks, things like snack, things like health reviews, right? Searching keywords, 3-stage review process. If 0 to already exists, and if 100, not, 200, 300 reviews, we just literally search a certain number. A small number will things like shop, do ourselves. Then mid-range we drinks, things like snacks, things like health. So either just searching as a keyword or CSV. If anything already exists, and if not, drag and drop what we can bring to market over the reviews. 0 to a certain number, a small number will Claude, which do ourselves. Then mid-range data sets, and again we just prompt. Okay, so either extract as a text, you are a data analyst, or tell me, just literally drag and drop all the mentions of cafe reviews as many as you can, copy them in something like Claude, etc. Right, so that's what we do from 300 to. And again, 5, 6, 7, 800, and then beyond 800, you are which we'll see analyst. More reviews when we move to the big cities like Leeds and Manchester. All the mentions of cafe, coffee. With them ones, we'll use a scraper, so protein, etc. Right, so that's what we'll do. Third stage is hook, which I've just told you about, which is at the 7, 800, and then beyond 800. Which we'll see more reviews when we move to the big where we are in like Leeds and Manchester. We'll see that because I need a work email address. With them ones, put that in hold, put that back of our mind, but we're still aware of it. Second stage. Third stage and then we've got Openstreetmap, which at present something else you may see in the slides in the time of explaining this. Where we are in the slides, okay, so these work hand in hand. Openstreetmap is an editable map. Put that in hold, put that location, people are still aware of it. People put. And then we've got OpenStreetMap, storage tanks, whatever it you may see. I did a little tutorial that yesterday, which you'll see here. Look, so Overpass this is me doing my tutorial. So these work hand in hand. OpenStreetMap is an editable I'm going through locations. People add streets. Features. I'm in the living in rural area, and I looked, and it told me storage tanks, how many whatever it may be. Editors. I did a little tutorial like yesterday, which you'll see here. Look, so editors. This is me doing my tutorial. Little welcome area of the village I'm from. So obviously, I'm going through. I'd never heard of Openstreetmap. People use it. And it's features. I'm in the living in rural area, and I looked coverage. So it told me you had features how many people name it, operate the type. It was like 50, 60, 70 things like lines you do just in small little people may edit in the village I'm from. So like Wikipedia, where I'd never heard of Openstreetmap. The name Openstreetmap. Open source, so anyone can edit it, but that means things can be wrong. Features there, look, name it, operator type, all sorts. Much like that line Wikipedia where 99 may edit it and it may be wrong. I feel like Wikipedia where people open it, hence the name Openstreetmap, open source. So look, I've gone anyone can edit it, navigation points, areas, lines, right, but people edit on areas which others edits. Things like pools, much like you see with Wikipedia, where it be 99% of the time it's right. Okay, because I want to create a hook correct it. So I've got my experience using OpenStreetMap. Go back. Look, I've gone through the process, navigation points, so areas, lines, regions for regional suites, areas which are. So I don't have auditors travelling here, there, and everywhere, or whatever it may be. They'll be covering. So They'll be covering. I want to create a hook account. Facilities so in a certain area so they can walk, and they may be able to the areas. So we can plot facilities for regional sweeps. So I don't have audience travelling here, there, and everywhere. Small radius is what I'm getting covering. Okay, so Namecheap. They'll be covering. This is where we get facilities work in email. A certain area, so this is where I get a domain. So I get my domain from Namecheap. Different facilities in because it's in within a title cheap, and I've used a small radius is what I'm getting at. And then we get Namecheap email from Google. This is where we get work email. This is where I get a domain integration. So I get my domain with the whole Namecheap. So this is me because it's putting in my username, as it says in the title. This was the initial name. I was going to go for Harvest Vendors, and then we get. I thought it sounds too transactional from Google because they have. Initially, I wanted Harvest Network, much like the Instagram handle, the whole Harvest Network, because it has that. This is me putting in my username, which is what we are. We are the initial name. I was going to go for Harvest Vendors, but I thought it sounds too transactional, income inequality. And so, providing I wanted Harvest Network, much like the Instagram handle at Harvest Network, because it Harvest Vendors sounds transactional, right? Not about transactions, which is what we are. We are to challenge the status quo community of capitalism in my little arena, right? Reducing income. So Harvest Vendors maybe not the best. So providing going with join Harvest opportunities. So this was 3.8, right? Join Harvest Vendors sounds transactional. Not about transactions. The reason it's great is because it's got that call to challenge the status quo of capitalism in my little arena, right? So Harvest Vendors, we go on Google Workspace, it's where we want to get our email from. Joinharvest.co.uk. So this was £3.84. I've got a domain, so obviously I set up the existing domain. The reason it's great is joinharvest.co.uk. I think it's nice, simple. There we go. 2 syllables. It looks aesthetic. Now we go on Google Workspace, it's where we want to get our email from. So, you know, it's a nice domain. Here we go. So I've got a domain, so obviously I set up the existing username. Now there it is. Joinharvest.co.uk. Kind of threw me off a bit. I'm not simple. I'm not a technical guy. Not too many syllables. It looks aesthetically pleasing. I've got that .co.uk back end, stuff like this. A nice domain. So there I managed to get through now, and this is the bit that kind of threw me off a bit. I'm not Workspace, and I'm not a technical guy in sorting out these code and right. So. Back end, I don't know what DNS stuff like this, so I don't know what it's domain. I managed to get through something like that, but anyway, it's just the essential back and forth between Workspace. Here I am. I create 3 sorting out these right now. You'll see that I actually DNSs right, so didn't quite do this right. But you can include. I don't know what email domain aliases names. I ended up creating users like that. But anyway, it's just the essential backend right to that. So here I am. I create 3 users right now. Custom MS. You'll see that I actually now. I go back. Sorry, this is a little bit. Look, you can include here, there, and everywhere. Email addresses and aliases. But I ended up creating users. It's all to do with location, right? Anyway, here I am realizing the link between Overpass Turbo and Openstreetmap custom MS. So I'm saving these videos, guys. In sorry, this is a little bit here, there, and everywhere. Now Harvest Research, which I should change. But get the general just to all to do with location, right? So that can come here I am realizing the link between Overpass Turbo and Openstreetmap DNS. So I'm saving these videos, guys, in Namecheap, my playlist, the host name, stuff like that. Harvest Research, which I should change. This backend's not for me. When I can get, when they scale, I'll definitely get someone who does and drop in and manages the logistics. Here I'm at an MX record for the DNS and the software engineering. So Namecheap. You see, I'm getting through the process, right? It took a few attempts because I don't know. This backend's not for me. When I can get, when we scale, default and get someone who does. But anyway, look, with AI these days, guys, you shouldn't fear going into software the deep end. So you see, I'm getting through the process, right? It took a few attempts because I don't know. So it said host is just anyway. I've done them 2 steps. Now I just need to authenticate it. But anyway, look, so AI these days, guys, all good, all set. Going in now just gives me steps. Nice. Deep end. Google's great. Like this. Very nice UI. Very good. Very comprehensive instructions. So this is where I realised I set up 3 users. So it's now just need to authenticate email. So I. All good, all set. Now just give me steps. Nice. Google's great down there. Very nice UI, very good, very comprehensive instructions. So per user. This is where I realised that I set up alias, so it was £7 per user, but different. So I thought that didn't sound right because when I researched this on Claude initially, it said it cost £5.90 at the moment. £5.90 down there, but here is Claude, which that's per user. So I realised that the aliases are free, so per user, but I go about deleting users, multiple users. Now I add alternative emails. When you've got multiple audits, and join Harvest.co.uk, which is so. Here is purposes of course, and hello, which is the ChatGPT giving me them that information.
the
So I go about deleting users, and now I add alternative emails. You see there, audits at joinharvest.co.uk,
see, I adjust to Google Workplace Business Starter because it automatically,
they don't hello Google, it automatically enrolled me in Google Business Pro, which is like, because it's a free
website
facing
front
front
end
end
for
for
people,
and then
you end up
paying
paying
£700. But
okay,
for me
so
now, I just want to keep.
See, I adjust to Google
Bootstrap,
Workplace Business
keep
Starter
things
because it
lean,
automatically,
so we just go with Business Starter,
they don't miss a trick.
£7
Google,
they
it
automatically enrolled me in
here I am
Google Business
comparing
Pro, which is like
Webflow and Framer.
So these are the ones where
they lure people in
I'll
with
get
that, and
a
then
page, a
you end
website
up paying
page. I don't need.
£70.
I'm not
For me
e-commerce
now.
site. I don't need Bootstrap.
multiple
I
different
keep
tabs,
lean,
so we just go with Business Starter,
different
£7
buttons.
a month,
I just
guys.
need it simple, right? I just want
Here
to
I am
scroll down
comparing Webflow
and these are the
and
two
Framer.
So these are the ones where, which is more.
I'll get a page, a
integrated
website
with
page.
that
I don't need.
code,
I'm
that
not an
knowing
e-commerce
your
site. I don't need
computer engineering,
multiple
computer
different
science,
tabs,
which I don't have.
different
extent.
Framer is
Buttons,
much
I
more
just
like
need it
Figma,
simple,
much more
right? I just want to
creative, which is
scroll
great for
down,
me, but
and these
still
are the two
a little
best
bit
for the job, apparently.
technical,
Webflow, which is more
integrated with that code, that
and then there's card,
which I'm going to open up with
computer engineering, computer science, which I don't have.
CAR
Framer is much more like Figma, much more creative,
I've used before.
Great for me, but
really straightforward.
Still a little bit.
I think it's
£29 for the year. But my idea is to
and then
use
there's
that
cards,
until I
which
can
I'm
get
going to open
someone,
up with. I'm going
because
to
I know
use
these
card.
people, but as soon as you get a business running,
CAR
business, so you
get
get people.
Co, I think it is, which
I've
I've
used
used all
before,
the time, saying, look, I'll
really
build your website, I'll
straightforward.
build you this, I'll do your marketing,
£29 for
and I
the
know
year.
websites is
But I'm just,
top of the tree. I know
my
that's
idea is to
one
use
that's
that
common,
until
so
I
I
can
can
get
get someone
someone,
to build
because I know these
the
people,
Webflow.
but as soon as you get a
And
business
the great thing
running,
about Webflow, you can have
that's
beautiful
with the business,
animations,
you get people,
which I think looks
expecting
really
you all the
aesthetically
time,
pleasing.
saying, look,
So
I'll build
website, build you this.
card as a placeholder,
which
which can
I
extend.
know
until
websites
we get
is top
a
of
nice
the tree. I know
website,
that's
which
one that's common. So
will
I'll get someone to
justifies
build the Webflow
time
the
and
great
money
thing about
investment.
Webflow, you can have beautiful animations.
See here, I'm now on
which I
to
think
Hook,
look really aesthetic
because
because
I
I
got
got
that
that
work email,
card as a
placeholder, which can extend until we get a nice website, which
I think that's the end of the presentation,
justifies
guys. So time and money investment.
So I appreciate you watching.
See here,
I'm now on to Hook
because I got that
Escape.
work email, Harvey at joinharvest.co.uk.
I appreciate that. But we're on 12 minutes, brilliant. So,
guys. So
take care, and I'll see you on the next video.
So
I appreciate you watching.